Venom is such an anomaly of a film. From the initial trailer, the movie was stuck with a negative stigma. After the release of the film, it continued to receive negative reviews. However, it dominated the box office and broke $800 million worldwide. This movie made almost $1 billion. Let that sink in. Fans and the general audience seem to love the movie, and I have to ask, why? Like everyone else, after seeing the first trailer, the movie seemed like it was going to be a disaster. As details came out in future trailers, I never expected much from the movie, yet I was still disappointed in it. Imagine that, having literally no expectations and still being disappointed. That's an achievement. Good job, Venom. I can't wrap my brain around people who love this movie and hate on Suicide Squad.
So that's it? What, we some kind of Suicide Squad?
Which is also trash. Tom Hardy's performance as Eddie Brock is so bad that you can't even laugh at it. You just sit there puzzled, trying to understand what the fuck is he going for. Like, why not just make Eddie Brock British? Who cares? I don't. Eddie isn't British in the comics, but he sure as hell ain't whatever Tom Hardy was either. Speaking of Eddie, his character just gets progressively stupider as the movie plays out. He doesn't act like a real person. He's supposed to be the super competent investigative journalist, but he's just an idiot. The tone of the movie is all over the place. Creepy horror tone, to action, thriller, to buddy cop comedy. What are you, movie? Just pick one and stick with it. I never knew what kind of movie I was watching. It's such a roller coaster of a film, in the sense that after about 30 seconds and going upside down, I'm puking my guts up, and I'm no longer enjoying the ride. The bad guy was the most generic evil businessman. The writers must have gotten together and thought, how do we make evil businessman more evil? I know, put his fucking lab on the side of a mountain. Like, I get it. Comic book villains have evil mountain bases, but like, come on. The dude's plan is hella whack. Like, yeah, you think Earth is dying or whatever. Solution. Kill Earth with symbiotes. Who, by the way, also have a dumb fucking plan. They're weak against fire, so the brilliant plan concocted by the symbiotes travel to new planets on an asteroid that will burn up in the atmosphere and kill them so they can invade the planet. Makes fucking sense. Venom himself was good, and much better than the pterodactyl screaming nonsense from Spider-Man 3. Speaking of Spider-Man 3, Topher Grace was a much better Eddie Brock. A shit Venom, but a much better Eddie Brock. Multiple story points were not earned either. When Venom gets separated from Eddie and Eddie is upset about it, I was confused. At what point before that did Eddie even seem like you wanted Venom or wanted to be bonded with Venom enough that you'd be upset over it? Like, yeah, okay, you should be mad that Venom is eating your organs, like you should be mad about that regardless. But at no point prior to that was I ever convinced that they were friends and he's upset that his friend betrayed him. Later in the movie, Venom decides to save Earth from Riot because of Eddie.
I have decided to stay.
At what point did Eddie change your mind, Venom? He didn't. All you guys did was run away from bad guys, eat some trash, and run away from bad guys again. I guess that makes you best friends? Clearly I've been making friends wrong. Hey guys, wanna go eat some trash together? The chase sequences were hysterical. Every car got mad air at least like 4 times. Even the Doom buggy in the woods got mad air. What the fuck was that? I didn't realize Venom took place in the Fast and Furious universe. Fuck Spider-Man, I guess. This is Furious 9 Symbiote Road. The final fight was just a CGI mess, and maybe that's nitpicking, and maybe it just fucking sucked. It took major cues from DC films who also have a fetish for grey CGI blobs fighting in fire. And how the hell did Riot survive in the same old lady for 6 months? Plot hole. And guess what? The director knows it's a plot hole and chose to ignore it. Why did Riot even need Venom for his plans? Just go to space, you twat, and do your thing. But nah, let's monologue to the hero. I don't remember if he did. I'm just assuming at this point. How are the symbiote's powers defined? Riot can turn his hands into blades. What can Venom do? Nothing. Why? Who knows? Who cares? Movie! No character went through any kind of development or change whatsoever. And became less of a bitch? Like, okay. Eddie was a lost cause the moment he spoke. Mr. Dr. Evil Businessman? Okay, he was bad and then he went badder? Woo! So much character development. She Venom was kind of cool. Woody Harrelson was fucking awful. Whoever decided Sideshow Bob should be in the movie should just be fired. Hired for another job just to be fired again. And as extra punishment, they should have to wear that ridiculous wig. The movie wasn't even fun. 3 out of 10. And that's because I got some laughs out of it. Mostly from when Venom called Eddie a pussy.
Pussy.
This movie really is a 2. But that's just my damn opinion. Comment below and let me know what you thought about Venom. And if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button.